Uh-oh. Man. Man. Can you hear me now? Can you? On. There we go. Okay, I hope you can hear me now. If not, I guess I'll be doing this one over again as well. Good morning, everybody. How are you? Let me have this. Good to the last drop. Cup of coffee. Hey, listen, how are you all this morning? I'm trying to do things a little bit differently. I go out to make money on Mondays and Fridays, and I spend too much time driving around looking for places to shoot my Monday morning motivational for you. So this morning I thought, let me do it first thing in the morning here in my home studio, right? Because everything I do here, I do it just for you. That's right, I do, really, truly. So what I have this morning first is cover the housekeeping area here. New letter boards. I hope you all like and enjoy those. It keeps me focused on what I want to do each week. I cleaned off the desk here. I cleaned off over here, though it may not look like it at the moment. And yesterday on the Pick Your Lucky gift, Dixie guessed $50 was in the envelope, and there was indeed $51 in the envelope. She just missed it by a dollar. I have added more money again. Not sure if I'm going to play this morning or not, but definitely a few times each week I will be doing this. And if you want to know what exactly that is, take a look. I don't know if you saw that or not, but anyways, that's that, and I keep it there with my bread because that bread is my bread of life. But let's get going. So this is your daily facts, right? With all the facts it's fit to print, right? And it is from me, SubaruSteve, to you, the viewer. And before we get started, let me give you your fact of the day. And I found this one to be particularly interesting, and I hope you will too. But your fact of the day, I don't want that to go away yet. I do want to talk about that. Your fact of the day, and I don't make it up, you cannot sneeze in your sleep because your brain shuts down that reflex. Isn't that amazing? I don't think I've ever heard anybody sneeze in their sleep. In fact, according to this, it's impossible to sneeze in your sleep. So I don't know. That's interesting. It got me thinking, can't we shut down the funny bone reflex on your elbow? Because there's nothing funny about hitting your funny bone. I don't know. I just thought that might be funny, but who knows, whatever. Listen, today is Monday, September 8th. It's time for a Motivational Monday. And you all know my topic. I love talking about great leaders. I've worked for one or two, but the majority of them were not great by any means. The subject today is great leaders listening with their eyes. Yeah, we can all hear with our ears, but how many of you know that you listen with your eyes too? In fact, be very careful what your brain tells you that your eyes see, because you're only seeing half the truth. Anyways, from the desk of Who Said What, right? I created a new desk. It's over there. It's from the desk of Who Said What? Yeah, that's right. Who said what? Who said, let me cover the name up real quick. Who said success is walking from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm? Yeah, no loss of enthusiasm. Winston Churchill said that. And if you don't know who Winston Churchill was, you really should do a Google AI search on Winston Churchill and learn everything you can about that man. Amazing stories. Winston Churchill was an amazing man. Listen, if you need to contact me, make sure you direct message me, text, or use the comment section. I promise you, I see each and every comment. And this morning, we're going to get right into this now. Let's talk about great leaders listening with their eyes, right? You feel me there? You see what I'm seeing there? Hey, you're looking good. I hope you feel as good as you look. But listen. What was that? Linda. Listen. Leaders listen. They do. They listen to their supervisors and their bosses, who should also be great leaders, or else no one would be following or working for them, right? Think about it for a second. Your boss, the owner, the top dog, has done things right. He's done plenty of things wrong, but that's how he got to doing things right. And that's why he is who he or she is, right? Want to know whether you're working for a great leader or just another boss only worried about themselves? They're out there. There's more just a boss in the world than there are great leaders. That's a fact. So at your next meeting, try this. Try this little test. At your next meeting, watch the leader, right? Kind of like follow the leader. Watch the leader. Listen and watch with your eyes. Does he or she make and keep solid eye contact with the person who is speaking or who they're speaking to? Are they looking into their eyes, or are they looking around the room to see what everybody else is doing? Because whatever that person's doing can't possibly be important to me, the boss, right? Wrong. Great leaders are going to be focused on the person speaking with intent to learn. That's what makes great leaders a great leader, right? Do they look into the eyes of that person, or are they more concerned with everyone else at the wrong moment in time? It comes back to timing, your moment in time. When you're speaking at a meeting or you're speaking to your boss, command the attention that you deserve. Don't cower back in the corners or in the back of the meeting room and sheepishly hold your hand up. Be proud of who you are. You're a great leader in the making, and don't let anybody tell you differently. Don't trust your eyes and your ears. Trust your heart and your soul, because your eyes will deceive you and your ears will only hear what they want to hear. Great leaders take people, everyone. They take them, yes, even you, to greatness by leading by example. They listen with their eyes as they watch that person, it should be you, doing the talking. They listen with their eyes and ears by paying attention to the team member speaking. They are attentive, they are interested, and they are concerned about the needs of every team member, including you. And yes, today, your needs too, right? Write them down. Write down on. I'm retired, and I still keep a list of things I want to accomplish each day, right? And I write them down and I scratch them out as I go forward. But I have kind of like a running to-do list in my retirement of things I want to do, such as this one says the Daily Facts Motivational Monday, and I'm here doing it because it's on my list. It's important to me because you're important to me. I mean that. They always see and hear. Great leaders take people, everyone, yes, even you, to greatness by leading by example. They listen with their eyes and ears by paying attention to the team members speaking. They are attentive and they are interested. They are always concerned about the needs of the team member. And today, yes, you too. They see and hear what others fail to relay. Great leaders are always learning because they listen. They're observing with their ears and their eyes. They're hearing with their eyes and their ears. You get it? They're connected for a reason, to make you great. Question is, does your leader listen to you when you speak? Do they? Do they really care? Do you really know? And if you don't think they care, I highly encourage you to take a few moments today and go talk to your supervisor or leader. Heck, blame me. Just say, hey, I was listening to a Motivational Monday with SubaruSteve. If you don't know who he is, let me tell you. He's the guy right there floating around. He's the guy that has built himself a website to go to Mars on. Oh, if you can remember his PIN number. Don't watch my PIN number. But Blue Angels, go to SubaruSteve.com. One word, SubaruSteve.com. And click on my site there. All my links are there as well. I think we're getting ready to wrap this up, right? Do I want a high five yet? Am I done? Was it that quick, that easy to do? Could it be? Could it happen to you? I think it is. I think we're done. Oh, no, not today, but I'm going to tell you about this. Today we're not going to play it, but there is at least $51 in this envelope in cash. I can show you that. There's plenty of money in there. There's at least $51 in there, right? And on the pick your gift, if you're lucky, you'll guess the dollar amount when I say take a guess, make a guess, right? Not today. But if you guess the amount that's in there, like yesterday, Dixie guessed 50. It was 51. It was so close. Had she guessed 51, she would have got $51 from me, from this guy, right, to her. And It goes from $1 to 100. Just be the first person to guess the correct dollar amount during the live stream when I say, not today, and it's yours. Money will be revealed at the end of the live stream with a hope and prayer that you too might become a channel subscriber and or member. You don't have to. You don't have to do anything to win any money or get a gift from me. I just like giving back now. I've lived a lifetime of gaining and gathering. Now it's time to give back. Speaking of that, as I digress, back over to here, I want to shout this out because I do try to shout out Sebastian Rogers on a regular basis. I do want to shout out my Mission to Mars on a regular basis. Of course, Sunday morning social media sermons, 128 in a row. Did you get that? I've done 128 Sundays in a row. Tomorrow will be the shocking truth as I see it today regarding Sebastian Rogers and the $500,000 reward money that's sitting there. Wow. And then when I do the pick your gift, sometimes I put the little sign up, sometimes I don't. With that said, we'll talk about this for just a second and then we're going to high five. But I am trying to solicit and get a ride with the Blue Angels. Here's Thursday, September 4th, facts of the day. And I even have on here, I am actively seeking a ride on a Blue Angels jet to see what it's like to pass out in a cockpit of a jet. If you can help this happen, please do it if for no other reason than to give all senior citizens a dream and a reason to go on, right? I hate to think what I would be doing now at 67 years old had I had no social media to entertain me. I just, if I had nothing, what a sad life for us to get into our 60s and 70s and 80s and be alone, right? I have a VR system. I haven't touched it in a year, but I'm ready. I'm ready. What's keeping me from playing my VR? Same thing keeping me from metal detecting or doing a lot of stuff. It's my passion for doing stuff like this and even more so stuff like this, right? There's my Shattered by Shatner video. That's why I do what I do. I got a typo there. One of the first ways up, there's me getting ready to jump off the stratosphere in Las Vegas. Yes, that video is down here somewhere. Where's it at? Well, me getting my tattoo in my Subaru, right? If you haven't seen the site, go. If you're looking for a part-time job or full-time job, there's the help wanted section. There's me jumping off the stratosphere. Turn the volume down. And with that, we will end. Let's go full screen on that. Oh, bring the volume up.
Take a step out, point your camera around, show that view for everybody.
Come on, over here.
One side, right by on your left, I want you to stay right here though, okay? Alrighty. How you doing? Now look back to the side, we're gonna take a quick coat toe, last proof. Alright.
I'm scared again just watching.
Just go through the front, right hand, left hand, face that way.
Right hand, left hand.
Never take a check, hands on. Package is good.
The package is good. Got to protect the package. Wait a minute, I got to stop right here. Did you see I put my left and right hand on the bars over there? I'm like holding on. Before I went to Vegas, this was a couple years ago, I watched all these videos of people jumping off the stratosphere. And I was amazed to see people get up there and they hold onto the bar so tight that when he says jump, they don't let go. And I watched a guy do like 10, 3, 2, 1 counts, and he finally let go. Well, I studied and I said, I'm not going to be this guy. And it's about facing your fear. It's about knowing that you're up above rooftops. Look at these high skyscrapers, the rooftops down there. But let me do it that way. But look at that. You can see I'm above these buildings looking down on their rooftops. And so my brain still was in self-protection mode. So watch this. What I'm getting at is the first 3, 2, 1 count, I couldn't let my hands go. But the second time I did, so watch.
3, 2, 1, go!
I couldn't let go.
Let go, all right? 3, 2, 1, go, go, go! Wow, Subaru!
You just can't keep an old man down. Folks, y'all have a great day. I am high-fiving out from the beautiful resort city of Virginia Beach, Virginia, from high up in these mountains and deep down in these forests. I invite you all to take a look at my YouTube channel and remember, what I do for you. High fiving out, I am SubaruSteve Montgomery.